I've had the Canon drop-in filter mount, the EF to EOS R adapter, for a few years now, and I didn't realize there's been this product, the Meike, also drop-in filter mount, which I've been seeing that it's pretty much the same thing, except less than half the cost, and it doesn't have that problem when you stop down all the way where it turns blue. Here's the Canon R7, which is one of my Canon cameras that I use often. Here are the two adapters. This is the Canon, this is the Meike. The caps make it look bigger. The Canon caps make it look bigger than it actually is, but they're roughly the same size. They have about the same amount of ND, variable ND strength. And when you look at the mechanism of how they work, it's just this. Oh, let me take it out of the entire adapter first. And when you want to change the strength of the ND, you just turn the wheel. It turns a little bit too easily for my liking. I've always had an issue with that part of it, and I thought the Meike was going to be different, but it is so similar to the Canon that it's I don't see a difference in the well there is a little bit difference because this is newer. I've had this for a few years and this is newer, so it's more stiff when I turn the wheel here, but you can see this is exactly the same type of engineering. And then when you get the Canon one, all it comes with is this case, this little pouch, and that's all you get. But when you get the Meike, you don't get a case pouch, but you do get this extra UV holder right there. There's a UV. It doesn't do anything. It's just a UV. And this little case here to store the pull-out filter. So let's say you still want to use the adapter to have your EF lenses to work on the Canon R7, and you don't want ND anymore. You just take this out, take the variable ND out, take this part out, which is just a clear filter, and then you swap the filters, and then you'll be able to have it without getting dust or anything on it, because this is a nice plastic filter case. Canon doesn't have that. All the way open. Gonna slowly close it down. All the way down. Open it back up. All the way open. The Canon adapter, open all the way. Slowly gonna close it. Closed all the way. Opening it up. Open all the way. The Canon R7, I'm shooting at ISO 800, 24p, 1/50th shutter, f4. This is all the way open for the adapter, Canon adapter. I'm gonna get good exposure now by increasing the variable NDs. Yeah, I think about there. Almost at the max. And I'm going to go down to the max now. That's the max. I already see a discoloration. I'm going to open it up to around there. And this is same thing, ISO 800, f4, 1/50th shutter speed, 24p. This is at a 50 millimeters on the 24 to 105. All the way open. This is all the way open. Now I'm going to close down to proper exposure. I think that would be proper exposure right there. It's almost to its max. Now I'm going to go to the max. That's the max. But open. I'm going to open up now all the way. And testing these out, I cannot tell the difference when I look at the footage of which one is which. I'm gonna just give Canon the slight advantage of color accuracy. I'm not looking at this with the scopes, but just through my eye, I can't tell a difference. But I can tell a difference on this filter's biggest weakness, the Canon, and that's when you stop down all the way to max. This is very common knowledge right now. It goes all blue, and it's unusable at max, and even a little bit before max. It's unusable because it destroys the color. But the Meike does not have that problem. You can go all the way down to 10, all max, and you don't have that extreme color cast. There is a little bit of it, so you don't want to go to all the way to max. But if you accidentally go to max, it's not as unusable as it would be if you use the Canon. And that's why I was looking for alternatives, because I often found myself accidentally going all the way to max while I was recording like an idiot, and I would lose the footage because I just it's unusable. So yeah, if you're in the market for one of these, I would just get the Meike. I think it's better value, and if you have multiple camera bodies, you can buy a couple of these for the same price as one Canon. But if you have the money and you're a Canon snob and you really care about color accuracy, the the slight advantage is with Canon.